What's up everybody, it's Video Game Greek. I'm back with another video. Now this is going to be a special series that I'm going to do on all of the Dreamcast magazines that were ever released. What you're looking at right now is issue 0. This is the first issue that was released in June of 1999 as issue 0. This was 3 months prior to the Dreamcast release, which was in 9/9/99, and that is such a badass release date for any console, probably the best ever, and this console is probably the best console ever in my opinion, so very appropriate. So what I'm going to do here is just going to go through video by video each Dreamcast magazine and highlight some of the cool features that they had and some of the things that were mentioned that were never released, which people really don't talk about. But if Sega had the opportunity to release some of the stuff, it would have been, I mean, this system could have been something very, I mean, it already is something very special, but it could have even been better than it was. So some cool things to talk about here. Now, like I said, there was 12 issues ranging from September 1999 to the end, which was March and April of 2011. Each came with a GD-ROM, which had demos and videos and talked about all the cool up-and-coming stuff that the Dreamcast was going to offer. And some of the stuff was exclusive to these GD-ROMs. For example, the holiday mission on Toy Commander, you can't get that anywhere else or even unlock that in the game. It was only on this demo disc. So these demo discs had a lot of information and were very cool to get in that time. I remember playing just the demo discs for hours because they had a lot of gameplay on them. I remember Ready to Rumble Boxing before I got the game. I would play that demo forever because it was like a full match of boxing. And as a kid who didn't have a lot of money, that's something that could go a long way of as far as the entertainment value goes. All right, so let's get started here. This is the first issue 0 magazine, and this is the more rare one to find, but not too hard. It pops up on eBay a lot, and this just really goes over a lot of the launch titles and some of the peripheral stuff that's going to come with the Dreamcast during the release. Also, it talks about the specs of the Dreamcast, and so I'm going to just go in and start flipping the pages here, and we can highlight some of the cool things that this magazine had. All right. This is the first page is like a smorgasbord of all the stuff here. Here are the contents. Now I'm sorry I can't get the whole shot, but if there's something cool on the left page here, I'm definitely going to highlight it. Over there is Dead or Alive 2. Here's a Casio watch. Sega had some sort of deal with Casio. A lot of the Sega and Dreamcast merchandise came with Casio. It was pretty interesting. Yeah, there's Crazy Taxi, highlighting that game. Some pictures, some gameplay pictures and stuff like that. They're showing this pretty funny commercial from Japan. And those commercials were so funny. Oh my goodness, they're so good. YouTube some of those Dreamcast commercials if you haven't. Alright. Alright, so there is, I'm not going to pronounce his name because I'm going to butcher it, but there's the producer of Blue Stinger smoking a cigarette. Badass, man. Just gives you his information right there and what his vision for the game and stuff like that. Okay, this is pretty cool right here. A lot of information on Shenmue. The writers for the Dreamcast magazine actually got to play Shenmue, and they were talking about how great of a game it was in this little write-up. Okay, this is the coolest part of the section here. This is Dreamcast 101. Talking about everything that the Dreamcast, the system itself, came with, and the specs on it. And this next page is what's really neat. It really goes in detail about the Dreamcast right there, you can see. And then on this page it has the gun, the VMU, the controller, the keyboard, and then the arcade stick, and goes into detail about that, the price, when it's going to be released, stuff like that. Getting everyone real hyped up. Alright, and here's Sonic Adventure. Again, this one is a launch title, and it goes into a lot of information about it, about the Chow babies and how do you hatch eggs and all that good stuff. People love doing that, and I'm gonna show this closer to the camera. This is who's who in the Sonic world. Knuckles, you got Amy, Big the cat, all that fun stuff there. You can see that. This wasn't really a long magazine. Only 31, 32 pages. We're almost at the end here. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a quick highlight of this. To relive the special magazine that this is. Alright, so there's the end. There's a little advertisement for the Dreamcast. So